conditions. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Keeps it moving, it's Carr. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Williams fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. On the move. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. The ride. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Nice way to knock that one down.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's Williams. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got
headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Offense working from the pistol. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Straight ahead, it's Hill. They were all over it. The Ducks want to move quickly. He's changing the play. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Turning it on. Pass to 10.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dante Moore. Look out. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Making the adjustment on the play. More to throw for it on fourth down. Looking long. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Breaks into the open. The 30. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Here's a give to Washington. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the lone running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Keeps it himself. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Here's Williams to throw. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Tries it on the steep. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those 2 guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hit as he throws. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Moore to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Changing the routes with his receiver. Moore unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, the spin move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Right side, it's Washington. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Driving forward, it's Carr. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hits the hole, it's Clark. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing more. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Williams. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Moore will throw. He's going for it all. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And he makes the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 8 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Tigers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dante Moore. Out wide right, it's Stewart. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Davison. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Carr. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Right side is Coleman Williams. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. On the run, it's Clark. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Williams. Lets it fly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeps it on the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Washington. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Gonna run it. It's Carr. Just smothered on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Davison. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hits inside, it's Hill. Defense all over him. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the single back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Davison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got it. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He will not get there as the defense stops him again. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. 4th down, Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Williams escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Here's a give to Washington. There he goes. He's got the 1st down. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. They move on top here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Moore. Out wide left, it's Davison. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Moore will throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Davison. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback signaling to his guy.
Booster, booster! Freeze, freeze! Right, right! Bubba, Bubba! Go, go!
Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the single back. Got the first down. Off and running. To the house. Touchdown, Huskies. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, they are fortunate to get that fumble back, but the clock is still ticking, and they've got to go and go now. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moore to the air. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. This has been a presentation of EA